Before we get started with today's video, we'd like to thank our sponsor, HelloFresh. And with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your front door. Count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh's lineup of meals like steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, Southwest pork and bean burritos, falafel power bowls. I don't even know what a falafel is, but you know it's got to be fresh. It's coming from HelloFresh. Come on. And look at this chicken. My God. Looks so succulent and juicy. I definitely got to get a piece of that. And you want some too. So go ahead and try HelloFresh. Just click on the link below for a special limited time discount plus free shipping. So try it today. What's happening? What's going on? K Mega 405 coming to you live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the content I'm going to bring to you guys today. Share this out. Let people know that we're live. If it's up to your liking, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, that notification bell, all that, man, for my upcoming videos and content that I'll be dropping. Okay, so man, let's get to it. What's up, Yobi? What's happening, bro? Glad that you're here. As you read the title of this is exactly what I mean. It is go time for Xbox. It is go time. There is no. I'm one of these people that has been very, very patient. You know, when other people has been kind of on the, well, they got to do something now. They got to bring this. They got to do this. They got to do that. Like, where is this? Where is that? Where's this? Oh, you said turn my mic up? Okay. All right. How about that? I don't know how my mic needs to be. Okay. All right. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Forget that you said, what is this? Well, oh, yeah. I'm here, man. I'm here. I got something to say. But anyway, my thing to this is this issue right here. Like I said, I've been more patient than other people when it comes to what Xbox is, what their messaging, their movements, all of this has curtailed. Ever since 2018, it's been like everybody's like, it's go time. It's time to get to it. It's time to get to it. All this process, right? All this process, the whole situation, it has to take time. You can't be on one side of the coin and tell people let these games bake in the oven, marinate, whatever the words that you want to use. Because if you look at it from logically, from a game that heavy acclaimed games that have won awards, or got nominated, or just like highly acclaimed, all of these games take time. All of them. Even the games that's not nominated, or like I said, that's even got like 80 rating, even though 80 is, I don't know what the crazy narrative turned to where 80 scored game is a bad game or whatever. I don't know. It's really ridiculous. But even games that's in the from 80 on up, from 80s to 90s, those games are bigger budget titles that, for the most part, that has taken time to make. Now, like this game that you're looking at right here, like High Five Rush, I have no idea how long they took to make this game. I mean, obviously, as much as I love this game, it seemed like it took forever because it's so well done. But it's still not on the same wavelength as like of a Red Dead Redemption 2, or for a God of War 18, or for a Skyrim, or for any of these big, huge titles, or like a Grand Theft Auto, whatever the case, right? Like we went a whole generation through the Xbox One, through the PlayStation 4, even through the Switch, and there's still no Grand Theft Auto 6, right? Like that's how long these games, especially these big type of games, take to come. So when people were thinking, when they were acquiring all these studios in 2018, and then they started acquiring more studios in 2020, and then now we look at the ABK deal that looks like that's gonna come down. The CMA is gonna make their determination, I believe, on the 26th of this month, which is my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mom. It just doesn't seem like there's nothing that's going to stop this deal from going through. But it's still going to take time for whatever for whatever Activision has been working on and is going to have out or whatever. That's a different story. But for new IPs or for old IPs that maybe Xbox maybe want them to work on, or what Activision want to work on, whatever the case may be, it's still going to take time. I mean, just look at the whole Perfect Dark, the Everwild situation, Fable. Like, we found that we knew about Fable, and then we seen Phil playing Fable. Now, we don't know if those pictures were fake, or listen, sometimes that they might have something already in the works for somebody to play, and for a demo, something like that. And then they maybe have to scrap it, change things, rework something, or it's just determination. Like, look, I talk to Don about this stuff, not all the time about what the game that he works on, but like, he's always making changes. Every time that there's new tech, he's always implementing new tech to his stuff, right? Like, so if that's with him, he's an independent developer, just think about what, like, somebody who is, in the know with hundreds or thousands of people working on a game. I mean, look how long Halo Infinite took to come out, working on a new engine compared to from Halo 5. And even though I think a lot of people would agree to this point that Halo Infinite is a great quality game, it still needed to be in the oven for about another, I'd say, a year and a half, in order for it to come to its full potential. It would look like it's finally getting to where we were hoping that it was going to be after when it came with season 1. But anyway, with all that being said, right? We can't wait for quality because there are so many good games already, out already. You're right, bro. You're right. But this is it came in here for some non-Xbox slander. Indeed. There's not going to be slander on this. This is going to be real talk. Okay, so it was kind of weird. This was what made me think about wanting to do this video, was that Still Rain, former member of GRG, work-related stuff. He does his podcast with Pong Soul on Saturdays. Living Split Screen. Always wanted to say Living Single because that just goes in my head every time. But go check the brothers out. But anyway, he's in the GRG DM. He dropped something that just kind of blew my mind, right? Like, I mean, I didn't know who this person was. It was some young dude. He's sitting there with another guy that's blindfolded. There's this pretty girl there, and it seems like it's like a blind date type of situation. And dude's acting a little goofy, dancing and all this other stuff. And so then, and I'm like, I hope this is a kid. Because I mean, like, if he's a man dancing around while this other dude is over here talking with this other girl or whatever, I don't know. It's just weird. Whatever. I'm an old fart now. So it's just, it's over my head. But the crazy thing that caught my attention, because the girl was talking about the games that she plays and things like that. And so she started talking about Xbox, right? Like, she played on the Xbox One. So the dude stopped dancing and like, what? Started acting all weird and shit, right? Like, so I'm like, why she can't like Xbox, right? And then I look, and I just so happen to look down, and I seen that this guy has close to 3 million subscribers. Like, I mean, there's goofy stuff right here, but I'm sure he does tons of stuff, right? Like, so I don't know. It's just a clip that I seen. It was weird, goofy, but this hit me right here. The narrative that Xbox is bad, PlayStation is good, has been around for a long time. The 360 nullified all of that. Like, even the most diehard PlayStation fan, doesn't matter. The PlayStation stands even have to give the 360 its props. They ain't gonna go and say, oh man, that was a badass console. They'll say, it was all right. That's when you know that even when the 360 was the pinnacle, was the best console that came out that generation, nothing touched it. Nothing. Not the Wii, even though the Wii outsold it, you know the whole story logistics of it, if you've been following the gaming, politics and numbers and all that other stuff, right? But nothing was touching the 360 on swag, on just the diverse games that they had, bringing in just content that we've never seen in a console ever before, right? Thank you, child of God, Slim Mega. Thank you, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm working at it. I'm working hard for it, man. Matter of fact, this old shirt, my wife was making fun of this because been have this shirt forever, right? Like, I used to could not wear it, but now it's, what I'm saying? Slim Mega's coming, man. I'm telling you, I'm working at it. I'm working on it. But anyway, but the thing to me is this, right? Like, the 360 got all of, yeah, it just nothing could stop. Like, it was everywhere. Like, I remember watching the first Transformers movie, right? And then you seen when the 360 transformed into like, you know, when like the spark went out and started turning like electronics into Transformers, and then one turned into a 360 and it transformed and started shooting shit like discs. Like, bro, that's when Xbox was at its pinnacle, at its highest height. Because you couldn't touch that, right? Like, the marketing, the messaging, everything was in your face. No matter what you thought about the Xbox 360, from you being an Xbox fan or not, you cannot deny the greatness of the 360. You just couldn't. Just couldn't. If there's one thing that Don Matrick should get credit for, now I don't know. Like, again, I followed gaming, of course, game, right? But, you know, Red Magazine, started watching. I was real late to watching YouTube and all that other stuff, like right towards the end of the generation. But, and I know that there was Peter Moore and there was people before that. But I know, but like for what Don Matrick was offering, for the messaging of it, the marketing. Now, if that wasn't, you know, that wasn't Don Matrick and, you know, and Aaron Greenberg or whoever else that was a part of it, they all get credit because that was different. Xbox One started off just as strong, and then it just went complete dud. Complete dud marketing. Complete dud. Now, going back to my whole original point about that video and everything, about what that kid was doing, dancing around with this pretty girl over there, and then when she brought up Xbox, and he was like, oh, but she was like, I play on PlayStation now, and he was like, oh, okay. That part is straight marketing, publicity, crazy. You know, and that hit me like, you know, there's this dude has all these subscribers, right? And all this engagement. And there are people that's watching this that may not be all into the console war bullshit like others are or whatever. But then that little thing right there is just like, well, what's wrong with Xbox? I don't know. You know, I don't want to get an Xbox now. That shit goes a long way. That type of stuff goes a long way. And then when you have Xbox that's not out there exploiting themselves, promoting themselves properly, it is the reaction that you get for when you see the PlayStation stands that are really having a bad year PlayStation-wise in talk. I'm just saying in the sense, like, PlayStation's doing fine. But I'm saying in their narratives and all of this other crazy stuff, the games are not selling worth a damn. The VR is not selling worth a damn. The only thing that they can hold on to is that the PlayStation 5 has outsold Xbox 3-1 in last month. That's sad. That's real sad. If that's your only win, is for you to claim that as a victory. That's what, but it's the narrative. It's the fact that when you have people that's promoting the PlayStation, even when PlayStation is looking like it's not doing that great overall, like, think about this for a hot second, right? Every game that's coming out that PlayStation is going to come out, not every game, 95%. I would even say 97%, but I'm going to say 95%. 95% of the games that PlayStation is going to be dropping, they do not own this year. They're all exclusive deals. They're third-party exclusive deals where they swap meet bought. You know, like that. That's not organic growth. And while all this is going on, Xbox is being Xbox. I'm looking at Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. I love watching my Family Guy and American Dad and Rick and Morty and stuff like that, right? I see Nintendo dropping content or commercials or ads. PlayStation, Xbox, nowhere to be found. This is the time now. Redfall is coming out in about 3.5 weeks, right? 3.5 weeks. We need to see Redfall promoted way more than anything else. Like, I mean, I understand there was a shadow drop for High Five Rush, right? But that doesn't mean that High Five Rush should not be promoted now on those Adult Swim ads, or anywhere else. Like that's a game that should be shown when they're promoting Game Pass. Now, again, I don't watch a lot of television like that to where I'm watching, like, you know, like my wife is watching reality TV and all types of, she just loves watching all types of stuff. You know, but when I do watch the stuff that I do watch, especially I watch my sports, I watch my news, and I'm not going to see any gaming stuff when I'm watching my news stuff. But when I'm watching sports, the main ads I see is PlayStation. Smart as hell. Like if there's one thing PlayStation has not gotten rid of and has always been masterful of is their advertising. Yeah, it's just PlayStation's marketing game is just been solid from the get, right when they jumped out the gate. Like, I mean, of course, they make movies. They know how to promote. They know how to do all that. And at one time, Xbox had that, and then they've just completely lost. Like when I heard that one of their reasonings is that, well, you know, we don't put our ads on TV because a lot of people aren't watching TV. Listen, why is it that when we see that, like at the women's national basketball game, that was watched, that was records? PlayStation had ads. Why is it that, like for the, you know, look, like the Super Bowl, I mean, PlayStation, like those cost a lot of money. So I get that, right? Unless you got something that's massively big and that you know that's coming out at that point in time. Like I could see like they're promoting Spider-Man or promoting Wolverine or something like that, you know. And if Xbox knew, if there was and if Starfield was going to be dropping, or let's just say Halo hasn't dropped yet, and they was going to do that, that makes sense. Not during the Super Bowl when you're just going to say Redfall. What is that? Okay, that looks hot, but really for that type of money? Now Starfield is the one. Halo is the one. Gears is the one. Even as much as I love Forza should not be a Super Bowl game, right? To be promoted. The thing to this all over is that I'm saying the promotion game is severely heavy on PlayStation. And even when Nintendo drops this, Nintendo was promoting a Square Enix game. I forget the name of it. The game completely flopped. I mean, it looked cool. It looked like something I would pick up, but I'll pick it up on a sale. But like I said, Nintendo, they're dropping ads. Where are you at, Xbox? And when Xbox do drop an ad, like the last great ad that I remember Xbox dropping was Gears 5. Like, it's not like Xbox don't know how to do it. Because when that Gears 5 dropped with that rock music and stuff, and I listen to all types of music, you know, but I mean, I'm saying like I seen when people was over there tripping about when Mortal Kombat had their ad or whatever, and they had the hip hop. I'm like, that was fire. That was everything to me. But the way that the Gears 5 intro was with that music, with the vibe, with the whole struggle, with all that, man, come on. That's what I was saying. Like, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're waiting for. The time is now. Redfall should not be just overlooked and you sit on your laurels and thinking that it's about, well, this engagement with social media. Yes, that does move the needle. But listen, man, I ain't seen nobody have 3 million. And I know that there's plenty of big YouTubers or content creators out there that promotes Xbox stuff, but not like that weird shit that I seen the other day where the dude is dancing and then when this pretty lady says, yeah, I play on Xbox. What Xbox? See, this is the difference. Xbox doesn't want to get into the weeds and get messy, and I understand that. That's the mature moral fabric way of doing things. PlayStation don't give two shits. They're all about the fade. That's what they do. This is why they do the things that they do. You don't think that they don't promote look, when people give Xbox any props or anything, or if they give Sony any type of disrespect or any type of, they cut them off. No different than what we've seen with The Last of Us, that remake, or remake, whatever. Yeah, whatever. The Last of Us on PC, that is completely garbage. And you have people to give it still 94s. Because they're too afraid of paying for the game. They want them free copies. because they know Sony is going to enforce their rule of their iron fist on their ass. Like, look, bro, hey, we gave this to you for free, partner. We gave this to you for free, huh? Mm-hmm. What does that review say? That review said what? A 70? Nah, bro, you better pick that up about 10 points there if you want this game, son. Your engagement ain't that high to get away with this murder. That's some mafia type shit, bro. I mean, it is what it is. It is. Yeah, you see how they did the merger? They just came in messy. You see what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Jazzy? Bro, the whole situation with this whole deal is that it's about the marketing. It is about the marketing. Xbox has got the games dropping. I mean, hell, Xbox has been kicking ass. Game Pass is the one. If everything that Xbox is setting and forming and is waited, that's why I was telling people, be patient. It's going to come. I know last year was a setback, but again, that's going to happen. And I'm sure there's going to be more delays for other titles that we're anticipating and things like that coming forward. That's why nobody should ever trip about that, because the other side, for both Nintendo and for PlayStation, are very patient. They may say something like, man, I really want this game to go, but they ain't out there and out in arms. It's what I've told a lot of Xbox gamers out there for years. Stop letting the PlayStation stand dictate your happiness, because a lot of them do. Like I said, I don't talk a lot in these other DMs. I sit there and I just observe, I read, and I'm seeing them over there stressed out because of somebody, but maybe what Red Dragon said. But who gives a damn, bro? Like, okay, laugh at it. You know, bro, lying. Man, this dude sit there. I don't know who this dude is. Some other, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame of light-skinned brothers out there that this light-skinned brother come out here and just lie his ass off and just come out and just say something out the blue about. Give a list. I ain't seen a PlayStation list in a long time, right? But he gave a PlayStation list of all these games, right? And then so he puts this little small list of Xbox games and like, look at the engagement. This is why they're way 3-1. Oh, whatever, just crazy stuff, right? But what happened to the organic growth? All those, like I said, 95 to 97% of those games are not owned by PlayStation. None of them. And then, you got the savers, the Captain Saver of those, like thrashing them to come up there. What Jim Ryan say? Jim Ryan says a lot of things, brother. I'm still tripping on which side are you on? Are you on are you on the side of where people are upset about Juneteenth 343's Juneteenth tobacco? Or if people aren't buying Forspoken, if they ain't buying Forspoken, then they ain't liking black people. Or are you cool with somebody that lies about history and tells you, like, look, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of white people on the game, on the Final Fantasy, and we good. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on there. Like, what is it overblown? Or are we tripping here? I don't know. Like, see, again, I'm still trying to figure out that lane. Now you over here trying to talk about what Jim Ryan is saying. Jim Ryan says a lot of stuff, bro. A lot. So I don't know where to follow him. Y'all's narratives completely change by every word that man says. So y'all should be pretty upset because y'all keep looking like fools every time that y'all open y'all's mouth and say something. But again, I digress. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Like, I mean, don't come and tell me like, look, bro, organic growth. Y'all the ones that started this. I don't recall Jim Ryan talking about organic growth. Maybe he did. Like I said, he says everything. He says all types of shit. I don't know. I don't pay attention to what the man say anymore. He could be a great man. I'm not talking about him being a human being. I'm talking about him being in charge of PlayStation. Bro said a whole bunch of shit. So again, I need to figure your angle. Cause y'all fraud in the public. Y'all been fraud in the public, but y'all really a fraud in the public. Right? So this to me is one of those things, right? Yeah, let me see what my boy Tryhard said. He said, who's being disingenuous? He said, PlayStation 5 Lives was not that impressive. A bunch of copy and paste. I am so over the game Sony make. Listen, I'm not going to say that. Like, look, I mean, Final Fantasy 16 looks amazing. There's no question about it. Like, I mean, the game it's becoming more of a hack and slash, which I love hack and slash. So that's great. All I said, and I said this on GRG. If you haven't seen GRG the last episode of GRG, please check it out. But I said this: if the man just said we're just going with this direction of where it is just we just want to make an all-white cast, we just felt like, with our creative freedom, this is what we're doing. And I'm like, cool, do what you do. I ain't tripping. I played as white men for white folks forever. I ain't tripping. I played as Asian people and I'm thank God we're getting people of color now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the thing to me is like, I don't care if your creative freedom is, if that is your vision, that's it, but don't lie about history. Don't you dare lie about history and then don't apologize about it. That's why I won't support your game, because you lied. You tried to say that there was nobody in history of color during the Renaissance, during those times, and you lied. You lied. You lied on history. You lied on my ancestors, on other people's ancestors. Hell no. You will not get away with that. So I'm not purchasing your damn game. That's my stance on that, right? But my whole thing on this is back to the marketing. I think that when Xbox is so hit and miss with it, I'm hoping to God once this ABK deal comes that they get it all. They get all the team together and they're like, okay, let's go. Because Redfall needs to be the one to start this off. Like I said, the time is now. We need to start having some stuff pop off immediately. Like here in about the next week or so, let's start knowing about Redfall. Because Redfall, I think, is going to be anywhere from a 77 to an 85. I think Redfall is going to be anywhere from there. It's not going to be a bad game whatsoever. I was not looking at it like it was going to be like a hot hit or anything like that when I first seen it. But the more and more I keep seeing it, right, the more and more it keeps doing its service by when they show more, I'm like, yeah, this is looking all right. I'm liking these characters. I'm like, okay, the enemies, all right. And it's looking more and more impressive. See, this is something here, right? Okay, Returnal, right? Returnal is a cool game, right? Like I got it on PC, dabbled in it. I haven't really fully played into it yet. Like that. I've played maybe about an hour and a half. I got to the first, mid boss or something like that, got waxed. And then, so I had to start back over and I'm like, okay, cause I want to, I'm thinking this might be one of those games I want to stream. I don't know yet, but whatever, but it's a dope game, but it didn't sell well. And that's fine. I don't care about the sales aspect of it. I mean, as long as they make a sequel to these games, if they're good enough to make sequels, that's all I care about. Right. But that game is a cult classic because of why? Promotion. And I know that it wasn't, but there wasn't a lot of commercials for it at that much at all. But there were ads, there were promotion, and of course then the engagement from other people out there. That's what the spread out is. That's what I know that what Xbox has been saying is that, social media, because it's massive, you got all these different but there's a different level to this, right? And Xbox got to find that swag again to where they need to have what that 360 marketing was. Like nothing PlayStation did could ever mess with what the 360's marketing level was. They have to get that back. Now is the time. There is no, let's wait until this and that. Let's get to it now. Like I said, I've been very, very, very patient when others have not been. But now my patience is wearing thin on this. We need to start hearing something now. Another thing is something I said on next podcast. Check out my brother Xbox448 channel. Last Thursday was that another thing that I get pretty pissed off about is that because of the Xbox One didn't project well. It still sold over 65 million consoles. Just to put that in perspective, if you got 65 million anything going on, you all right. So a lot of people want to tell, this was a failure. No, it was a setback, but it wasn't a failure. A failure was the Wii U. That puppy, I don't think did it sell max 23 million? Yo, what up, Dragonheart? Yobi, what up, fam? Yo, peace, love, life. But that was a failure. That was compared to what the Wii sold? Oh, snap, right? Oh, shnikes. the thing to this is, but the Xbox One was not a failure. They had a lot of bad mistakes, but it wasn't a failure console. It's a good console, actually. Had a lot of cool things. But again, they let people that weren't truly Xbox fans, or that people that were Xbox fans, they let the PlayStation and people that weren't Xbox fans dictate the narrative and take away great things, great inventions that the Xbox One had. It makes me sick to my stomach that when anybody that I see that was all about, we just want a console, nothing more, but just a console, but then they come out and they say, I missed the snap feature. Bruh. 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 Again, stop letting others dictate what you enjoy. What up with you, Spider-Man? And so that's, to me, is where I'm like, okay, Xbox was like, we're going back to the roots. We're listening to our fan base. To me, I was pretty upset about the fact that they took away the snap feature. They didn't try to come and rectify what the situation with the Kinect, but that's fine. I can live with that because of the fact that they messed up by trying to lie and force the Kinect down people's throat. That was a Don Matrick thing. So that's where the fails begin. And then, the not giving console gamers the true understanding about DRM and about always online and about their message. They just gave it and then they threw it, and then I was like, well, it is what it is. And what happened? PlayStation kicked Xbox ass. Thoroughly. Curb stomped. And then left them there in the pool of blood. It was a beating. It was an absolute beating. Because of the lack of transparency and the lack of, like, when they was coming out first, like, man, like Titanfall sold 10 million copies? What? The game was out. Xbox had a chance to get them. Let it go. But again, we know those stories. Let's not have the same mistake as we did with Xbox, with the Xbox One. That's my big point here. Now, to another point. All right. Okay. We should want all three gaming platforms to be highly successful. Everyone's doing their own thing. Right. And that's the thing too. And another point before I change, and I want to show you this, is that, like, me and Crispy had a discussion on next podcast, and Crispy Truth, shout out to Crispy. And I disagree with his point of saying that Xbox wants to be a third-party publisher, right? Like, only. I agree with the point of Xbox wants to try to find its own lane. And that lane is to be part publisher and part gaming, have game exclusives, things like that. Another thing too is that when you see that when Stans and other people that come out and they want to kind of dog out Game Pass, like they just want to put Game Pass on everything because they're scared. They just want. They are the day that if PlayStation ever to that day, anybody that's in the know will tell you if any of those companies, Nintendo, PlayStation, if there's a new company coming out, whatever, that allow Game Pass to have a Game Pass app on their console, it's over for them. Over. PlayStation knows it. Sony knows it. Sony will never put Game Pass on there. If anybody is like, yeah, man, I'll play Halo. You damn right you play Halo. You play Gears. You play Forza. You play all that good hotness. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna no longer be paying $1 for it no more, but you will be on that app like nobody's business. And the only thing that you will be on your PlayStation for is to maybe have talk, because y'all guys don't really be talking. Then look, I've been playing COD here for the last week now, and on my PC. And I don't see too many PlayStation dudes talking. A lot of Xbox and PC guys talk, but not too many PlayStation guys talk. Anyway, regardless. The thing to me is this, right? If that ever happened, Xbox would definitely dominate and take over the market. So it's not going to happen. Nintendo's not going to allow it. PlayStation's not going to allow it. It's never going to happen, like, to that point. But Xbox do want to be everywhere. that they possibly can be. And if they can get a chance to, put some of their IPs, quite a few of their IPs on other platforms, that's just more revenue that goes into Game Pass and goes into game development and it goes into Microsoft's pocket. So that's a win. But to think that Xbox would go away from keeping exclusives, you're fooling yourselves, because they still want people to invest into the Xbox, because they're still going to keep continuing to buy an Xbox, and they're still going to want people to invest into their properties, things like that. Listen, it is a thing. It's a thing to where Xbox is trying to find their own lane, and with Crispy on that end, I agree, but not wholeheartedly on everything that he was saying, because that's a different lane that even PlayStation, Nintendo doesn't play. Like, Nintendo don't even put their games on PC, right? So it's kind of a thing like, and then now they're talking about like Mario is no longer going to be on is no longer, going to be on mobile. Now I don't know if that means that I don't know what Nintendo's thinking. I don't know on that. But regardless, Nintendo is killing it with their IPs. Nothing touches their IPs on that scale compared to just exclusives, right? So here we go, right? If you was enjoying my girl Avor about to kick Fuki's ass, then I'm sorry, but I gotta show this though. I gotta show this right here. You said I beat games, I just beat boring. Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all over here getting messy in the chat. All right, look at this. Back to marketing. Now, this looks real. This has been out here. This has been floating out here, I believe, this week. This looks hot. This looks great. I mean, this looks fantastic. This is definitely what I'm talking about right here. When I'm talking about the time is now, the time is now. Like, they should have a Redfall controller as well, but Starfield is supposed to be that game, right? So even if they don't get out there and do the marketing for Redfall like I think that they should, which I would be disappointed, because I'm like, come on, let's go. There should be not one damn reason not to see Starfield everywhere on my TV, so during baseball, during hell, the NFL season is going to get ready to kick off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, college football is kicked off. I want to see it I want to see Starfield so many damn times I get sick of seeing it. That's like, come on, let's get to it. But you present this, like how the deep voice guy that goes out and he was like, he talks real fast, like, about the Xbox, that guy, like, you know what I'm saying? Get the controller right now with the Xbox Series S and X. Like, that's fire, bro. Like, come on. What? Get it. Get this. This is what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to show this right here. I think this is it. Hold on, let me get it. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all can see what I'm seeing. Okay, good deal. All right, boom, right here, what Cole made, right? Now, I think the design looks great. I mean, looks good, not great. I love the stripe down the side. I think the stripe is perfect where you put the play. The insignia, the logo, okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, it's whatever. The writing on the front, I'll put that somewhere else. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. And the little graph right there, but it's a concept. It's what Colt made. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Colt. But you know what I'm saying? But you get the point of it, right? Bundles. Xbox has to get back to doing the bundles. I seen the Diablo bundle and I seen lazy stuff. I get it, but the ABK deal is not done yet. Xbox does not own Diablo, not yet. So even though Diablo is going to be absolutely a massive game, I just no. No, because and no telling how far back was the marketing deal that Microsoft was going to have with Diablo, how far it went. Like, they may not have been in talks for the ABK deal and all this stuff. So I'm cool with that, right? Like, I mean, it would be dope to see a custom console for Diablo, but that ship is sailed. But for Starfield, if Starfield is all of this and that, you cannot be cheap on this. You can't be like, we'll just throw, this and that. No, man, come on. You can't do that. Right. See, Tryhard fan, you're absolutely right. Like, they're both been lazy. Like, at the beginning of last gen, they were throwing heat. They were throwing heat. World exclusive. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jazzy Noob. Your world exclusive. Get the Starfield controller separately. Yeah. I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? Or you sit there and like, get the custom console. And man, do you know how many people would buy it? Listen, if there's anything that is universal right now, is the drip. Drip is everything. Drip is everything, and the console drip is just as important as your clothes drip or your video game characters drip. The drip is about everything. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now the controller, that's a win. I believe the controller is true. Hold on, let's look and see. That's different. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go back here. Okay, so. All right, yeah, because you look at the back of it, and then I was like, hold on, because at first it looks like an Elite controller, and I'm like, holy shit! I said, I just bought this one, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to get another one. But it's a regular controller. I'm copping it. There's no question I'm copping that. He said, K-Mega trying to secure that voiceover gig by the Xbox One. No, by the Xbox Series S. Yeah, okay, stop it. Let me stop. Holler at me, bro. Holler at me. I got all types of voices. Anyway, so this looks hot, right? Like it's just regular controllers. So, $70 to, $50, whatever the case may be. I'm copping that. That looks too damn good. That's going to probably, ain't nothing replacing my RAMs, but I do got Cortana there, so Cortana can hold the Starfield, right? Like, Master Chief gonna hold my RAMs controller. He ain't getting to it. You ain't letting that RAMs controller go, sucker. You ain't letting it go. Yeah, that shit. That RAMs controller chose you, Master Chief. You better be glad I don't have a lock right there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Stop it. But anyway, let's go. Let's move on. All right. So you look at to see the back of it. The batteries, thank goodness that they didn't listen to these fools out here that keeps talking bad about batteries. Listen, if you're a gamer, a true gamer, like, some of these half-ass gamers be tripping me out, right? Like, and no battery, batteries, Look at this. This remote right here to my TV, to my Q90R, it's got batteries. Your remote to your television needs batteries, don't it? But are you screaming to the walls, batteries, who needs them? Come on now. Anyway, whatever. So thank God that they didn't listen to them fools and still have it to where, because if you're truly gaming, right, it's nothing like, let's say that I got one of these power things right here as well. The charge kit. But let's just say that you forgot that you got multiple controllers and you burned them both out and you forgot. Man, ain't nothing as sweet as you like, I got my batteries right here. Boom, 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 and get back to the action. There's nothing worse than to be in the middle of a gaming session, especially when you locked in, and then when you put all them hours in and you just locked in, you might be close to getting to the end of the game, or you engaged into some combat fighting or shooting or whatever the case may be, and your and the damn battery, and you can't reach them, but you got your batteries right there. Oh my God. And get to it. Get back to work. Get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then not having to charge. Man, where's my PlayStation controller? Oh my goodness, I can't find it. I got 3 of them bitches. I can't. Oh, they're somewhere. I don't know where they are. So anyway, I don't know where they go. I don't know. Oh, here's the rhythm right here. Right, I got to charge every time that I just turn on my PlayStation 4. Hey, you doing, girl? I'm gonna have to turn you on again today. I make sure I turn my PlayStation on at least twice. Well, at least 2-3 times a week. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, she still works or whatever. But regardless, you know what I'm saying. But everybody else, I could charge this thing, and I'm like, man, I might want to play a little something. Get in there and this damn thing. What? Whatever. All right, forget it. Point is, glad about the batteries. This controller looks hot, right? Yes, thank you. All right. The controller looks hot, but you need a custom console. Now, here's another custom. I think you've seen it when I was going through it, whatever. Where was it at? Right here. Look at this. Look at this. See, I like that fact, okay, you got the black Xbox One, I mean, the black Xbox Series X. And then like Cole did the concept of, Starfield because it's got that look and you have the white console. And then like with the white Series S, you have, somebody made this. This is on sale at eBay right now, man. That looks hot. Like if I didn't already have a Series S, I think I'd cop that. No, I ain't gonna think I would cop that. That's hot, right? What's going on, Jeffin? How you doing, man? Welcome coming on through. That's hot. This is somebody who just made this, but this is what I'm talking about, right? Who wouldn't want to buy something like this, right? If you're promoting these games that they're the new level, the new experience that you are wanting and that you're needing, you got to add the drip to it. Microsoft, you got to get to it. Xbox, you got to get to it. You got to get with it. Got to. My patience is wore thin on this one. I've been very patient and been waiting, but now is the damn time. We need some customs. And I'm not saying every game that comes out that you need a custom, right? 1, 2 a year at the max. If you want to do your customs, the giveaways, which they're so hot. Like I'm still mad. To this day, I'm still mad about the Jordan. Because they had a red and black one, and they had a white and white and black Xbox One X custom. Come on, like you ain't gotta make a million of them, but man, if you make this 500,000, you make 200,000. They're all getting bought. Every last one of them getting bought. Yeah, thanks. Look at that. That looks amazing. That looks good. Somebody made this, right? Look at these pictures. Look at this. This is clean. This is what is needed. This is what you want. So if Starfield is this one, right? Like I would, and see, that's another thing too, right? If Xbox wants to get out there to push the S more than the X, well, I mean, I'm sure they want the X because they make more money off of it. But another selling point to get the S is the drip. Add the drip to the S's. You can do that with some of the smaller type, like Hi-Fi Rush should have one of these, right? Hi-Fi Rush should have one. Yeah, I'm gonna play Starfield on my PC, but I'm through my Xbox app, so I'm still gonna get my achievements and stuff, right? I've always said that I'm not into the achievement because I don't care about trying to catch a million or being, I'm not caring about all that. I game, it's whatever. But I did find myself because I went crazy on the Steam sale and so I got a lot of games on Steam. And so I've been playing my games on Steam and stuff like that. And I get those achievements, but it didn't feel right because it wasn't Xbox achievements. Like, I'm like, holy snap, right? So what I want is to make sure that I get the games that I play anywhere, which I think that is a fantastic deal to where I ain't got a double dip. And then that way, or I just buy those games off of the app. Or if not, then of course I got Game Pass Ultimate. I can play those games and I still get the Xbox achievements and I can still play and engage with Xbox gamers through the Xbox app. Just gaming on my PC. But you were saying, what's my specs? I have I got an Intel, what is that? 27 something. I forgot what that damn thing is. Man, because what I was trying to get was my AMD. But anyway, I got the 4080 graphics card. It's MSI. Overclocked, whatever. I have a what is it? The Tough. What is this thing called? Damn it! I have the box. Okay, here we go. I got the for my motherboard. I got the Tough Gaming Z690 Plus with Wi-Fi D4 with that Wi-Fi. So that Wi-Fi 6 is bro. That is a next level tech, man. That's amazing. Also, I have I got the highest I got the G Skills the highest RAM that I could get. I got 32 gigs of that. But I got the highest of the G4 because I wanted to. I mean the DDR4. I wanted the DDR5, but the motherboard only takes DDR4. So and I was like, damn. So I got the highest, the highest voltage, whatever the hell it is. You know, I'm still learning how to be a PC guy. I'm still a console guy overall, but still. Those are my specs. Now, I mean, whatever else you want to know. And I got a 4K monitor. I got 3 monitors now. I got my TV is a monitor now, but I got my LG monitor. I got my Samsung Q90R, and then I got this Samsung Odyssey monitor. So, you know, I don't know what else you want me to tell you about my specs or whatever. So I got what? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 fans, and I'm finna add another one to the back. Just make sure that this sucker is cool. But anyway, she purrs though. She's quiet. She's quiet. She's good. So, but yeah, announce Series S design. You know what, Bone Slave? That is a great idea. Tough acting to nacting, indeed. You know what I'm saying? You said a 3090, 1920. That's what I got is that 1290K thing. That's the what is that? CPU. Yeah, the Intel. You said you got a A90 Pro, 7 gigabytes, 112 gigabytes. Damn, you got 128 gigs of RAM? Good God, bro. Jesus Christ. They say only having a what, 32? Is it 32 or 30? Yeah, I think it's 32. That's all you need. I mean, I still got 2 more slots if I want to put more RAM in here, but it's been running fine. I got like, I don't know, like 7, 8 apps running at the same time, and it's you know, it's no problems, nothing buffering. So it's all good. He said he looked like he's tough acting. He said the Samsung Odyssey Super. Yes, it's a 28-inch. It's not the ultra wide. It's not the G8. It's not the Odyssey G8. I want that bad boy, but that some bitch too big. That was too much money, boy. I was like, bro, and then that would have messed up my budget on my PC. So I was like, nah, because I got this one on sale. I drove to Texas to get it, right? Because it was on sale, open box, and it's just like the just like with the graphics card, because the 4080s are what, 12 to 1300. That puppy was the same price as the highest tier AMD. I got it for 1,050. I was like, no, I gotta go. So I was like, man, we going to Texas. We gonna get this. It was open box, and I sit there and they let me test it out up there, and I was like, yo, I'm copping. So I got this monitor and that for a steal. So yeah, because I was going to go ahead and risk it all and get the 4090. But when I seen that, and I was like, yo, let me find out, you know, it was all good. So I went ahead and got that. You have the G8. It's bro, the G8, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the 7. You know what I'm saying? I got the G7 Odyssey, but bro, that I want it. I do want it. And I tell you this, like, because I want to upgrade my TV, and then that's my last thing on my upgrades. No more upgrades for a very, very long time. But I don't know if I want to get another monitor, bro. Like, the monitor life is real. I am highly impressed with it because I mean my LG is nice, right? Like that's an ultra wide. But this right here, but that's a 1440p. This 4K, bro. I like, man. This is why I always got to wear my glasses, bro, because I'm like, damn, like, right. I'm surprised I'm not blind now. Oh, so yeah, but see, that's what I wanted was the Ryzen. I wanted the Ryzen 950. That is exactly the CPU that I wanted. That's what I wanted. But my budget, because I got this monitor, I had to settle for that, and I wanted the motherboard because of the DDR5, but because, like I said, the monitor. So I came out well. So I mean, again, everything is fine, you know. And from the things that I've read about the DDR5 compared to the DDR4 that I got, like I said, I got the highest. And I'm saying voltage. I know that's not the right word, not terminology for it, but I got the highest brand that you can get for the DDR4. And so, but it's a G Skill, and it's got the little colors in it and stuff like that. So anyway, but enough of that. Back to this. Okay. and you know what I'm saying. So I've kept y'all guys long enough. I thank you guys for coming and checking out the stream. But anyway, let's look at a couple more. Like my boy the Pope, right? See, I'm a big Star Trek fan. This is awesome, right? I mean, there's not a Star Trek game that's like, that's big enough to move consoles, but people would still buy it. Like you could like sweepstakes stuff. I get it, and I understand that this is all concept from my boy Pope. Shout out to him, but it's really cool. Shout out to the Rams. I know that but we still champions. Just the other, not this past year, but the last year. So Ram Nation, stand up. This right here, I'm not buying this, but you know that it would move. Listen, remember that the Xbox One S Minecraft edition and how many units that sold? That moved. I know, Spider-Man, I know. I'm getting off. That's why I was like, I'm jumping off the PC talk. And I don't really know how to do PC talk thoroughly. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a newbie to it. So, yeah, no. Yeah, no more PC talk. But yes, the All-Star, I'm not buying that. But you don't mean to tell me that nobody wouldn't buy it? People would buy that. People would get that. People would get that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, this right here, I would cop because I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. I would cop this if this was presented. Now, of course, there's not been ever a Doctor Who game that is ever worth, I think, buying or playing, but I digress, right? But the concept is really dope from Pope. I would cop that because I am a big fan of Doctor Who. So that's really dope. Now this right here, this was a crime. He said SpongeBob used to be great. And SpongeBob is great. I haven't watched SpongeBob in forever, but yeah, SpongeBob's still great. But this right here is a crime. Because regardless of what people may think about Halo Infinite, Halo Infinite is much better and improved. I would recommend, if you have not gone to check out Halo Infinite right now, go do it. Season 3 has kicked it up in gear and got Halo back to its. But a couple of hitches there, here and there, but I'm going to go ahead and get knocked out. Once I get my season done with COD, I'm going to jump right back on to Halo, and I'm going to get that season over with and done too. But yeah, this to me, there was a crime. There should never be, ever from Microsoft, Xbox, to ever have your flagship title come out and not have a custom console for it. That's a crime. There's bad publicity, don't matter. Doesn't matter. For Craig, whatever. You drop that console with Halo Infinite, it's moving. And everybody here knows I'm not lying. Oh, Elite, you said you lost all interest in PC about 10 years ago. You said the SX and the PS5 are all you need. I did pick up a bad time, stop building PCs. It has grown a lot in the last. Yeah, no, I get it. No, I mean, I've been building PCs like, I know a lot of people don't know this about this. I got my Microsoft certification through a college that dissolved. It was called DeMarge College, but I got my my Microsoft. So I've been knowing how to build a PC from there, but I just stopped doing it because I was into trucking. I got into trucking, and so that's been my thing. So I haven't really built a PC until, I don't know, about 8 years ago. I built one, and I bought one, and then the dude hustled me because I didn't know anything about the parts or anything like that. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to build my own. And so B Shadows told me some things on what to look for. Did that and build my PC. It took me a minute to figure it out because everything was mostly different. But then and then I built my one with the 2070, which was just about they had the 2070 on it. It was a 2060, but then I fried my motherboard, and then I went ahead and I got my money back, and then I went ahead and got the 2070. But for that build, and that was in 2019. It was 2019, I believe. And then to now, I went now full true high end just to see what it's like to be in a space of the master race, because of the PC master race or whatever, just to see what it's like. It's pretty damn awesome. But I tell you, consoles are still where it's at, because this thing, just PC in general, is just, it could be a headache. The drivers, things that is, I don't know, whatever. No more PC talk. But this is a crime from Xbox right here. Doesn't matter about what the issue could be, what the problem could be, how Halo, because Halo's launch was great. You said Halo Infinite had a custom console. Okay, well, did it? But was it this? What was the custom console? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, you gonna make me go check. Hold on. Let's see. What was it? Was the console black? Hold on. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay. Let me see. Where's it at? Okay. Let me see. Let me see the collectors. Okay, there's the Infinite Collector's Edition. It don't show the console. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me hit that then. What's that? What did you send me? Okay. Oh, okay, but you're right. I forgot about that. But they stopped it. They stopped it. That's right, because Game Down Sites got that. So I apologize. It's still a crime. Still a crime that you can't get one now. That's right. You're right. But you know why I don't remember it? Because it's not available. I would have got this. That's what I'm saying. A limited edition pre-order. It should be available regardless. I got it. It's up here right now. It's up here right now. Y'all can see it. I forgot about it because now I remember, and I wanted it so bad, and I couldn't get it. Why is it not available now? Why is it not available now? Hell with pre-order limited time. Let's have it out there. Thank you. GDS got one. That's right. GDS got one. I was J as hell. Like, damn, I want it. Man. So yeah, you're right. That's how I forgot about it. It's a crime still. Damn it. It's a crime. Because you know what? Because after you could have did the pre-order for that hotness right there. That looks so damn good. I want one. I want one now. All right. Then hold on, where'd it go? Right here. Then you could have sent another one like this. So I could have got this. You said it's 1K on eBay? Nah, bruh. I already got my Series X. I'm not spending no grand on no console, bro. I'm not doing that. That's not man, it has to be, man, for me to spend $1,000 on a console, it has to be on par with the highest graphics card at that time. That's the only way that I would do it. That's the only way. It has to have all the bells and whistles, has to have extra storage. $1,000. Nah, bro. It's got to be on par. It can't be like, oh well, we got a 3090 in it, and then say by the time they would have a 3090 or something in it, and then at this point in time, you got the 5,000 series, 6,000 series. Nah, bro, nah, we ain't paying $1,000 for no console. It ain't happening. You said I have to be flush to spend $1,000, bro. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I spent the money that I did on my PC is because of the fact I'm not buying another PC. I might upgrade a couple of things here and there, but I'm not upgrading a PC for another good 7 to 8. About 7, 8 years. I ain't upgrading nothing. Hell, might be 10. According to what's going on, I might upgrade the graphics card, but everything else, nah, bro. Well, I mean the CPU. I'll definitely upgrade the CPU, But no, anything else? Nah, bro. It ain't. We just move or the CPU and the motherboard. But the graphics card, I'm keeping it like that. Because the next thing that they go and throw it now, no more PC talk. I'm sorry, guys. No more PC talk. But yeah, this is a crime. I don't care. I didn't get a chance to get that. I forgot about it. You're absolutely right. I apologize for that. But it's still a crime because that Xbox should still be available. And if not, then you should have dropped something like that just for the people. And then like the people who didn't get a chance to get one, like for me, doesn't feel completely left out, right? Because this doesn't look as good as that. No, that's absolutely insane. That's amazing. See, yeah, and that's another thing too, right? Like, yeah, the 2070 is not a bad card at all. I loved it. It was great. I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like I was in a space where I just needed to upgrade. And then I was like, it was it. But anyway, but yeah, but this right here, that should be available now. So anyway, this is crazy. Now this to me, this is definitely a sweepstakes giveaway type of situation. That's just too much going on there. Like that's just too much. I mean, I like it. That is hot, but it's just like, yeah, that's a giveaway. Okay, that's a giveaway. Now this right here, give me this. When the day that Xbox will announce. Now I'm joking here. Not really, but really. Now CD Projekt Red comes to the Microsoft domain. Yeah, give me some of this now. But this is amazing. I know Predator got the Xbox One X Cyberpunk, and I wanted to get it, but then I couldn't financially have a chance to get it. So I missed out on that. Tomb Raider's console. Let's see. I want to look at that one more time. Okay. All right, Tomb Raider. Okay. All right. Was it the Rise of the Tomb Raider one? Oh, that's just regular. That's trash. I don't like that at all. And why am I on Yahoo? Why? Oh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, look at that. Oh my God. Sorry, my big head's blocking it. Damn. Oh, not that one. What? That's hot. That is amazing right there. But again, it's not available. I don't know which one are you talking about. Stop it, Emmanuel. Yo said stop that. No, we need that. We need that project. We need that Project Red on the team, man. I don't know. That looks hot. I likes that. Anyway. Anyway, overall, you get my point. Let me get back to. Let me get back. I just want to look at. I just want to look at that for a little while before I get out of here. All right. So, oh, you said it was that one. Okay. All right. That's clean, bro. That's clean. But see, that's the thing, right? They got all these great concepts. Like, I mean, we were seeing so many of them during last generation, but they were so limited and like giveaways. Like, no giveaways. Like, okay, if you want to do a pre-order edition of Starfield and reward the people that has the opportunity to get it right then and there during the absolutely fine. But do not forget about the people who because look, people got families, people got lives. Not everybody's gonna have that type of bread laid on them unless, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, again, people could save up and have their money ready for that. But have something available for people like that. And even if they can't get a pre-ordered version, like say like for what Colt made, you know, like not exactly like that, but something close to that or whatever for a pre-order, at least have something like this available for somebody. You know what I mean? To get, people will buy the hell out of these consoles if they're done properly. If you put the drip on them, they'll be right. So that is my whole point about this video today. Is about it's time to get to moving. The games are here. Game Pass is better than it's ever been. The games is now approaching the drought of 2022 is been dead, but the move, like we thought it was really going to happen when it started off in 2021, 2022 kind of set everything back, but now the everything is set in place. And so now the one thing that Xbox has left to do is to go ahead and get that marketing, get these custom consoles out. Like I said, they don't have to do a whole bunch. They could just do one, maybe two a year, and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if they went ahead and they would want to push more Series S's, make them, throw the some customs on those. You know, you can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like by the time, like, we don't know how much it's going to cost coming up here to this Black Friday, what the Series S are going to cost. But if let's say that they're 150, right? At Black Friday, you got custom console Series S's and have them for 200, they're going to fly. 250 even, they're going to fly. So, you know, yeah, but no, you could still do the giveaways. That's what I'm talking about. But the giveaways just isn't enough. Like that, it's insulting because hell, I don't ever win stuff. So every time that I'm going, I throw my points into it. Like, man, let me get something. Nah, bro, I never like. I wanted that Black Panther one that they made. Nah, bro, that not a chance. I mean, I spend my points on damn near every custom I see, and I don't ever win it. But again, that's the point of the matter is that, look, have it available for because I mean, you're not going to buy every console, but the point of the matter is that you customize these controllers. They do a great job with the customized controllers, but I forgot who that was. Who was that said that? That Doom custom console. Okay, let me look at one more. All right, so let's see the Doom custom console. All right. Is this it right here? All right, here we go. Oh, that's a PC. Well, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Oh, is this right here? Let's see. Oh, I don't see anything here. Oh, this is old stuff. This is old Doom stuff. I don't know what the hell that's going on. Is this it? Is this the PlayStation one? Like, there's images to this stuff. I don't know. You have to play. Okay. Uh, I mean, I like the PlayStation 4 one. I do not like the Xbox One version of it. That doesn't look very hot. Uh, oh, that's crazy looking. That's real crazy. That's real crazy looking right there. That's nutty. I do like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. That Doom Eternal Connect, that looks fire. The controllers look fire. The Xbox One looks awful. but the Connect and the controllers, that look pretty fly. That's a dope ass rig right there. I don't see what you're talking about right here, bro. But yeah, no, that's it. Whatever. But anyway, all right. Let me go ahead and get the hell out of here. Leave it. This is what I was looking for. My homeboy got this. I loved it so much. He had two customs. He had he had this one because this is when he first he finally got off the 360 and got the Advanced Warfare version of this custom of the Xbox One. It was so pretty. And then he got another one. It was orange and white, and I cannot remember what that game was. That he got that came with it. It wasn't Borderlands. I can't remember, but he was a huge Borderlands fan. But shout out to my boy Joe Bananas, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, brother. But yeah, no, man, it was so clean. It was so clean. And then I had a homeboy that had the 360 Star Wars a custom 360 that did the R2D2 noises and stuff. That was awesome. Like, that's what I'm saying. Xbox has to get the marketing game stepped up and also get the custom stepped up. So it shows that these games are important. Because if you just come out and says this, and then, like I said, Redfall needs to have that love be sent to it. Now, hopefully that it's not only that they just listened to me right now and that they've already been in the works of getting ready to get started on this, but it has to happen. It definitely has to happen. There can't be no more delays, no more excuses. It has to happen. Like I said, we know that they're capable of doing it. The last great advertising that they've had for a game was with Gears 5. That was man. That was so amazing. It was so dope that, like, my wife is not a gamer. My wife was like, "That's badass." Like, that was her exact words. Like, "That's badass." Like, yo, that's what needs to happen. The Halo 5 is classic. The Halo 5 is definitely a classic version. The blue, I think it was Forza 6. That I love that one too. That one was real hot. I had a friend who had one of those. And unfortunately, I don't know why. Well, I know why I didn't have the lock edition, but I did got the lock controller. Lock controller is down there, but I forgot the reason why I didn't get the custom console for the Halo 5. But regardless, it's still but that's the thing that I'm trying to say is that now is the time. If you got your big titles, release them. If you got pre-orders, that's fine, but still think about the people who didn't get a chance to get the pre-orders. Don't sell them short and think that, well, they just didn't want it. They probably financially couldn't get it at the particular time, and give them an alternative. That's gonna go a long way. I'm almost sure of it, but we'll see what's gonna happen if they don't. You know, I don't like to be the nagging Nancy about everything, because it's not all doom. It's definitely not doom and gloom on for Xbox gaming at all. It's just that I just feel that after seeing that video that I was talking about in the beginning of this stream, was that, like, it just shows that the dominance PlayStation has on media. And that's because they keep throwing things. Even when they didn't have games to show, they still throw out these crazy commercials of people dancing around. I mean, not dancing around, but fighting and doing crazy stuff. And just to let you know, PlayStation is still around. Xbox has to do that. Like, Xbox is still around, people. Xbox has got games. Xbox has got great content. Xbox got gameplay. Like, you have to do that. So hopefully I'll start seeing some stuff come on Adult Swim, or when I'm watching my sports stuff. Maybe in the NBA Finals, we might see some, during the playoffs, we will see some hot stuff from Xbox. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. But yeah, let's see. I'm surprised there hasn't been limited edition Stream Decks by Valve yet. I don't know. I wish we'd see more custom consoles too, but I don't know if we will. Redfall deserves at least a custom controller. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, there has to be if like, I don't think that it will, because I think it's still an unknown. It's if it's going to be a major hit or anything, I don't know if it will. I think it's going to be acclaimed fairly high. Like, it won't be a 90, but I feel like you'll be in the, like I said, from 77 to 77 and up. I don't think it'll be anything lower than 77. Now if it's 75, then somebody like, "Maybe you said it," that's still regardless. But I don't think it'll be anything lower than a 77. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, I could definitely be wrong, but I think there's going to be good. But not having a custom console, I can understand that. New IP, trying to, whatever. But a custom controller, that is definitely something that should be there. Advertising should definitely be there. I don't want to see it through, show it through, show it on my channel. Like if I'm, when just running my ads or something like that, that's cool. And when other people's ads and things like that. But do not discredit the power of TV. Because even though a lot of people don't watch TV shows like that, people are more into streaming TV, like watching TV on their time. Live sports is still bigger than it's ever been. Just think about if Xbox would show something during some soccer events. Come on. Like sporting events is a no-brainer. It doesn't matter if you're going to show a RPG during an action-packed soccer game or a basketball game or NFL game or college football or college basketball. What, like March Madness? How in the hell do you not have some advertising on March Madness? They have to figure that out. I don't work there. I'm saying I'm just giving my opinions on it. But sporting events is always something that's major. And then, like I said, like places where young adults and old adults that sit there and watch like Toonami and Adult Swim and South Park and shows like that, they gotta have a presence there. Xbox gotta have a presence there in order to try to fight off the monster. Because after seeing that video that Steel Rain dropped in the DMs, I was like, yeah, damn, yeah, Sony, man, and Sony didn't have nothing to do with it. That was what's so crazy about it, because the dude has got huge engagement, and he over here saying Xbox, ew, that just keeps the cycle rolling. And in order for, and like I said, I think that this generation is going to be the closest thing to what we have to the 360. The one thing that got the 360 to be at the point that it was, and as beloved as it was also because of its marketing. It's just that simple. So that's one thing that I got to him. He said, K-Mega, could you imagine Xbox Bethesda had a Starfield trailer during a movie theater? That's another thing, bro. That is another thing. Because like you go up there, and I understand Sony pictures, that's a part, like I said, like Sony's marketing is so goddamn intense and so, like, it just what it is, right? That would be huge. We know that there's some big movies okay, so like, I know that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to come out here in another month or so or whatever. But I'm trying to think of another big movie that's going to be coming out around the time Starfield comes. I don't know. I don't know. If any people in the chat, please let me know. But I'm just using Guardians of the Galaxy as a point. You have a movie about space. You have an advertisement at just to show Starfield at because that's the one big problem right now, that we haven't seen enough of Starfield to hear anything recently about what's going on with Starfield. So therefore, they're holding back until June. But if you showed that like right before they get to the trailers, or right after, if there's some way that they can do that after the trailers. Like, I don't know. I that would be crazy. That's spent a lot of money. But if you showed Starfield during Guardians of the Galaxy, that's massive. And there's other big movies that's going to be dropped. Like Flash, like the Flash movie that's coming out, Flash Paradox. Show it. Show Starfield now. Yes, or whatever. Sony puts out stuff that's already been out. See, that's another thing. It's overkill. I'm like, damn, that game came out how long ago? And they're still showing ads of that. It's crazy. So you're absolutely right, Jet fan. He's like, I'll read the whole thing. He said K Mega had you imagine Xbox Bethesda had a Starfield trailer during a movie theater release of a new Star Wars movie. Could you imagine the audience reaction to that? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, my God, that is perfect. That is what I'm talking about. What Xbox now is the time for. There is no time to be sitting here waiting now. I know it. You know it. The games are here. Like we got dates. We've seen what Hellblade's is gonna come out to look like. Even though I know it's not, and now it's not gonna come out until 2024. I was hoping that it would come out this year, but no. Forza. Like, I mean, there's so many opportunities to show these games, and Forza is not some random little scrap game. Like Forza's is the best racing franchise going right now. So what, what I'm saying? Like it's time to start pushing that up. It's time to start pushing that out. No doubt about it. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Pac-Man? What I'm saying? I have the Xbox. I've paid $550 for it. Nice. But that's a great idea. Great idea. K-Mega, we need Starfield to have a Disney collab, Mandalorian skin, or Star Wars skin. Make too much sense. Even throw a Guardians of the Galaxy. Do it. Do it. Now, hold on. There is some kind of collaboration between Disney and Microsoft in some capacity. I don't know what all it just is. It goes back to, remember when I said this some years back, when they showed the Sonic at Xbox Studios, or out there in Microsoft of Seattle, right? And a lot of us, of course, and we're still on this. Yay, Microsoft is trying to acquire Sega. We're still on. There's some of us are still on that, right? But they were talking about like negotiations and mergers, and then a few years, I think it was the other year. I think it was 2021, maybe, not too long ago though, where they were talking about like the super games, and there was these games that's going to be going with that's going to be working with Microsoft through their tech, or through their servers and all that. And people kept saying, well, it's just Xbox just giving away because they're so. No, with negotiations, there's more come to it. It's the same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo's going to get caught, but what is Xbox going to get out of it? Xbox has not came out of giving anything here in the recent, I would say, 5-6 years without getting something back. Xbox got Persona. Xbox is getting these games from Atlas and Atlas/Sega. Now here it begins, right? Like these negotiations, these mergers, things like that. It's all working. So there is something going on between Disney and Microsoft. I do not know if it's to that degree of what you're bringing up, but man, that would be insane. Yes, a Disney collab, a Starfield to have a Disney collab for Mandalorians. Oh my God, bro. That is what we're talking about. That's the stuff that we're talking. So people from Xbox staff, I know there's a couple of y'all listening. Listen to what the fan base is telling you. And I'm not saying that you guys ain't working on this, is planned on this and doing it, because I know that you have. But there should not be no more waiting for it. That's my point. Like, as patient as I've been, I think the patience is waned. It's time. We know the games are coming. All this narrative, Xbox got no game. We know the feeling them. You guys has done your job. Y'all killing it. 30 studios. Bethesda picked up another studio in Hungary. That kicked me sideways. I had no damn idea. Like, whoa, is this another way that they can try to make moves, is by having these other companies buy other companies? I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But that is, listen, and once the ABK deal is done, the studio count, even if they stopped at that point, which I do not see them being done, I think that they're going to go overkill. I think that they're really going to say, like, okay, Sony, we got you. We got you, Sony. But I think that overall is that, look, the game discussion is over. From my standpoint, it's over. It's over. It's done. Xbox having no game. That narrative is dead. It's over. Now it's time to get back to what Xbox greatness should be again, and that is to get that marketing right. Get these consoles out. That's it. That's it. And it's all going to flow. Will they ever outsell PlayStation? Who knows? Who gives a damn? The fact of it is that, and I've said this a million times, in order for Microsoft to get the market share, they don't have to sell as many consoles as PlayStation. All they have to, Game Pass is that difference maker. They add COD to Game Pass. That's a whole different animal right there. On top of all these other things that's a whole different dynamic. Whole different thing. And plus, in all the other games that they will have, that's going to be multiplayer, single player, all different types of stuff, man. Like the console sell aspect is such a small portion now. You know, now even hearing the rumors that Sony is going to go ahead and try to make well, there's rumors, I don't know if it's true, but a handheld to where you can stream through your PlayStation 5 because you have to have a PlayStation 5 through it. If Sony makes that thing overpriced, that thing is dead on arrival. You know, but the PlayStation community has the PlayStation community has spoken. You're charging too much. When the price go down, we'll be glad to get on your use your peripheral to whatever to get on anything. But your prices are too high right now. Too high. I'm willing to pay $550 for a console. Cool. I will get a $70 Call of Duty, a $70 NBA 2K, a $70 Madden. I'll get a $70 God of War. But I'm not getting a $70 Gran Turismo. I'm not getting a $70 Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not going to get a $70 The Last of Us. I'm not going to. They're making it plain like they're going to pick and choose on what they want to buy. They're not going to sit here and pay top dollar for everything that you throw out like that, like because this whole premium thing just ain't working. Anyway, that's my point on that. But Xbox got to think about getting out there, getting this stuff out there, and I know that they're doing it. I know they are. I just, if they don't do it, it is going to be another disservice to this generation because of the fact of whoever that they're talking to or listening to, giving this crazy ass analytics, this data. That ain't it, Jack. That ain't it. Sometimes you just got to look and see it with your own damn eyes and just understand the temperature in the room. Because it's just like with certain sports and like you go to the Columbine and they're like this one player that played for Florida, excellent player in Florida, Perman, something like that. I forgot, started with a P. He was their running back, during Tim Tebow was a quarterback at Florida. Dude was a beast. He flew. He could fly. He had a really high. He had really high grades. He didn't stay in the league, but what, 5 years at the max? 3 to 5 years? People don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thinking about those things when I look at the Columbine and they always talk about measurables and all that stuff. Some of that stuff, it's all right, but it's just the same thing with analytics and all that stuff, man. Some of that stuff is useful, but for the most part, you just got to look at stuff with your own eyes. And when I'm looking at Adult Swim and I'm seeing Nintendo and I'm seeing PlayStation dropping ads, and I don't see Xbox. Xbox is not being thought about at all. Don't sit here and think that the people that ain't sitting there watching that is not paying attention to those ads or fast forwarding them. They're looking. They are. And like you said, the movies, that's another thing. They're all tuned into the movie. The people are waiting for their trailers and all that. And when you got a PlayStation ad showing something there and it's all cool and it looks movie like and it's all this and that, that makes a difference because people, because maybe it might not attract the whole theater, but it's going to attract some people like, damn, whoa, that was kind of cool. I might want to give me a PlayStation, or maybe let me turn on my PlayStation, see what games they got today. Whatever the case may be, it's just, you got to do better with that. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and checking out the stream as always. It's always a pleasure for you guys to come through and chat with me. Yes, we'll be check out the GRG podcast this Friday. 8 p.m. I will be on time this week. I was having, oh my goodness, there was so many crazy things going on. But yeah, we'll be there 8 o'clock Friday night. Also, we'll be on the next podcast Thursday at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And I will be streaming Fight Night again Sunday. We'll probably be streaming something Saturday with the Don. I think he's got his PC almost up and running. We streamed a little bit, but we was having some technical difficulties. I think that was on my end because I needed some drivers and some updates. But yeah, come and check this out, man. I really do appreciate you guys coming through, man. We on the quest. We close, man. We only like 300 away from 5,000. Come and keep on giving the support, man. I really do appreciate it. All right. 2 years later, though, RPO quarterbacks become the rage. Right. Oh man, everybody be safe, man. Thank you. We said Tebow could throw his way. He couldn't throw the current NFL way when it came out. Right. Like there we go. Like I mean, Tim Tebow was like, yeah, his measurables was pretty solid, but they knew he couldn't throw. But he was kind of like the new quarterback hope or whatever. I don't know what he was, but it was crazy. Oh, my brother Op, man, thank you so much. You said, Brandon, that sounds like a Microsoft problem. Yeah, it is Brandon, it is a Microsoft problem. I didn't say anything about Sony. I was over here giving Sony props about their marketing. Sony's marketing has always been fantastic. But yes, Op, thank you so much for the support, man. Yes, the super chat does work. And hey, there's a super chat that you can give afterwards. YouTube is over here saying like, hey, man, if y'all want to just pass a little love, you can do it anytime you want to. So that's just food for thought. Yeah, he says, yeah, he do better now. He would be, yeah. Tim Tebow would have a chance now. And Robert Griffith I thought he was going to be, he to me is a smaller version of Jalen Hurts. But the Shanahans ran him to death. And they didn't teach that boy how to protect himself. Or he would still, I think he would probably be almost in retiring from the league. But he could play. The boy could play. Robert Griffith could ball. Like he was a monster. He was great. What up, Chicken Eye? Thank you, man. You just came and checked out the stream when I'm just about to get out of here. But man, I thank you guys so much. Hearing my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Xbox, you got to get to it. Get to it. The time is now. Everybody have a good one. Peace.